Welcome back to TC Cars. I'm Brian.
I'm Greg.
And we've got something very green behind us. And do you hear that? That's the independent cooling system of a new BMW X6. It's still running. It flabbergasts me every time I drive this. That thing runs for a long time after you park the car. Even when you're driving civilized, it still does it. But this is in Isle of Man green over coffee brown leather. Oh, BMW, good job speccing the colors on this. It looks incredible. This is the updated X6. It's got a new face, it's got a new body, it's got a new motor. She's just all new basically. But it keeps the theme of BMWs of yesteryear, except the kidney beans are in check this time. They're not out of proportion, they're not ready to be a meme. They are normal BMW. They look good, I think. No complaints here. You've got this little M badge here because it's an M60 trim. That means we have a 4.4 liter V8, more on that in a minute. And you have the better suspension package that goes with the M package. And also this has some brake options. So let's get into the Monroney first. Now we had to go on to build our own because this car's so new, there's not actually a Monroney with it. So let's get into it, Craig. Bottom dollar, probably come on camera, $107,000 as spec'd. And it has just about everything on it, as you would expect. It does start out at $95,000 for the V8, the M60, and all that comes with that. Some things that they added that I don't love, Craig, are the wheels. These are optional 22-inch wheels, and I just would rather have the 20-inch wheel it comes with as standard, and they look surprisingly similar. So I don't know that the gain here is anything other than a smaller sidewall and more rotational mass, and maybe better handling, but worse performance in a straight line. But I'll tell you, in a straight line, this thing doesn't need any help. It's doing just fine. These are 275, 35, 22s up front. They're a little bigger in the back, I believe. See those brakes? Those are optional as well. Worth every penny. The brakes are solid. Coming down the side, you'll notice there is no flat black anywhere. This is not trying to be an Instagram campsite car. There is no roof rack provisions. Well, this might pop off to have some roof racks. Yeah, it does. But look, a tent's not going on this thing. That is not the goal for this. Starbucks is below this thing. That's kind of what we're dealing with here. You do have a very M-esque aero mirror here that has really no windows. I didn't notice any problems there. That's kind of it for the side. Now, here's where the problems kind of start for me, and this is not the car's fault. I just don't like this genre of car. A coupe crossover SUV. I don't know what this car's goal is or who it's trying to be. It is straight up a worse form and a less function for me.
It's trying to be a coupe SUV versus,
right.
Remember, they used to have a coupe sedan as well. Remember that? That looked worse, I think.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it did.
I don't know. That's true. That Air BMW is probably worse. This is not the worst thing they've ever done, and it does look better than the old one. Craig keeps telling me this. This looks better than the last X6. It is kind of handsome. It's growing on me a little bit. It's just not something I'd buy for me. I'd get the X5 with all the other bits that are awesome. Just so you have more storage, that's really it. You do get a bit of a spoiler up top, which is totally on brand. And you do have just enough visibility at the rearview mirror that actually matters on things like this. When they get too slopey, they don't work. Coming down the rear, we have some real exhaust tips down here. We have a diffuser that does diffusing. Now, first things first, what does that thing sound like? Okay, not bad. It's certainly not a pushrod LS, but it's a European V8 and I'm okay with that. Let's check it out up front. All right, boys and girls, let's pull up this Isle of Man green. Look, that paint is just so good. I love it. They're gonna hate this. It reminds me of laser green from Ford in the late 90s. Kind of similar, but much higher quality. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Look at this. This is the 4.4 liter V8 from BMW, twin turbocharged, of course. And this is interesting because it's a hot V. What that means is on a traditional engine, the air goes in the middle of the V. The exhaust comes out the cylinder heads this way. This one's the other way around. The airbox goes in through the cylinder heads on the outside and exhausts through the middle. And it's all about packaging. That's really what this is about. Let's see if we can see them. There we go. The turbos rest right here in the middle instead of on the outside of the bank. All about packaging, and if you have a problem with that, most of your diesel trucks these days that are V8s are the same way. It definitely works and it's fine. Power-wise, 523, 553 torque, but there's more to it, Craig. It's a mild hybrid system, has a 48-volt electric motor paired internally of the transmission, which is the ZF 8-speed, phenomenal transmission. What kind of power does that make, Craig?
That gives you an additional 12 horsepower, 147 pound-feet of torque.
Okay, that's incredible.
Which will help you in sprint mode later.
More on that in just a second. But the biggest thing with this is that is not going to be a hybrid in the sense of a Prius you're thinking of. It's never running on that. All it's doing is helping to torque fill where the turbos haven't woken up yet. That's pretty good at that. Let's check out that interior.
All right, Brian, let's check out the interior of this new refreshed X6. First, I don't know if I can get past the exterior though. This Isle of Man green has really grown on me over the time we've had it. But let's start with the key. I like this key. A lot of keys these days are fobs, are seem cheap or plasticky or just kind of pointless. This is kind of hefty. It's a good material. I like that a lot. Let's just start there. But let's get in back here. Should be powered. It is automated, and you get back here and look, you do get some space. You don't get near as much space as an X5 because that's a traditional SUV, but this is a good big hatch. This is a huge opening so you can put something in here, and that's kind of nice. Let's see what we get underneath here. We get, oh, an actual spare tire. Okay,
it's
good.
It's a donut, but it is a tire, not an inflator kit.
Yeah, that's nice to have an actual tire. Helpful there.
Yep, like that.
And then over here, Brian, we get a little plus sign to add more, or I guess add more.
There would be a first aid kit in there.
Anyway, so that's what that is, and then you get an X back there, so you know you're in an X. Another X here with a 12-volt outlet. That's nice.
Okay.
I assume the seats fold down.
There's no way to lower the seats back here. Okay.
Okay.
Well, to the second row.
All right, to the second row. Let's move on to the interior, Brian. Let's start with the door. The upper door sill is kind of padded, but it doesn't really matter much because really it's taking up room for the peasant blocker, which is nice. Nobody needs to see those peasants when you're in the back here. And then, Brian, the door pad is really great material. Everything's really premium in here. And you get pretty big cup holder for your water bottle. That's pretty nice. And a good door pull. But I like the carbon fiber in the door as well. At night, these speakers, you can see them. That's pretty cool.
They light up.
Let's get in. Brian, coffee brown interior looks great. Love that a lot. Let's show the people here before you get in. First off, 4-zone climate control. Thank you very much. If you're a back passenger, you want your own temperature. That's nice. We have this little thing back here that opens up and you get USB-C. I don't know what that other thing is.
So this is where a rear seat infotainment system would plug in. A bespoke BMW screen would slot in here and it stands over there.
Thanks BMW for letting us have that option but not give us the option. So, you know, there's that. And then you get a nice little door or mat pocket here on both sides. Very nice.
Premium.
I have plenty of headroom here, which is nice. I want to mention something about the headroom because it always interferes with the panoramic roof. It always cuts into our headroom. This pano though, Brian, at night, these little LEDs, these little dots in here will make it look like stars in the sky. Pretty nice. But Brian, let's see if you can get in here and fit.
Okay.
You're sitting behind me.
I've actually moved the seat up a little bit.
You've moved the seat up. So, okay. Well, not a lot of leg room.
No, but we have an armrest.
We do have an armrest. That's nice.
That's
okay.
nice.
And yeah.
Look.
Okay. So
really, it's not happening.
The good news is they make an X5.
Right, which is the same price, but better than this, packaging wise.
Okay, to the front. Onto the front row, Brian. You get a nice padded door sill, which is very nice and premium. Padded door armrest. Brian, something special about that armrest right there. It actually is heated. When you turn on the heated seats, that heats up along with the center armrest. Moving on down, you get a massive cup holder that holds a big Yeti for Americans like me.
And here's what you're talking about. It heats.
Yes, this actually heats up right here.
It matches whatever seat is being heated this side or that side independently.
Very nice. This is the crafted clarity option, which gives you like jewel presence, which is nice because it goes with the theme of the outside. It's nice and jewel looking with the shape and everything. No? Works? Maybe?
Okay.
Okay, no, we
Is
tried.
that where the slope came from?
Maybe, I don't know, you know, but this is carbon fiber. You can get different inlays there. I liked it on the dash. It looks really good.
It's also really carbon fiber. You see the weave change. It's not a print. That's
one of the big things that BMW talks about is these slimline vents. They're almost not noticeable, they say, but don't know if that's good or bad. Don't you want to notice a vent when it's blowing on you? I mean, I don't know.
I will say they don't aim as well as normal vents do.
But you do just kind of point it at you, kind of like the Hondas of today. And then to turn it off, you just turn it to the left. That's kind of nice. That's kind of cool. I don't know. That's neat. We hit the start button with a crystal clarity option, and we get a nice 12.9-inch display in the instrument cluster and a 14.3 display over here. This is the new BMW curved display, which I actually kind of like that it's curved. So this is angled a little bit more at you.
It's nice.
Well, Brian, BMW, what they're bad about is it's just flat. And then I don't like that. I like that this is curved and comes towards you. That's really nice.
It's got a cockpit vibe.
Dub has wireless CarPlay, and you can put your phone in here and you get the Qi charging. Problem with that, Brian, is it's a really good charger. Is that overheats the phone and then it disconnects CarPlay.
Right.
That's an issue.
Yep.
You do get all your climate control, your new BMW options here, and I'm just going to tell you that this is not good.
Oh, really?
This BMW, I think it's their 8th version of this. It's horrendous. But you know what? It doesn't matter, Brian, because this has sprint mode. Let's see what it does.
Let's do it.
All right, Brian, we're in the BMW X6 M60i, which means what? We get a V8?
Twin turbo V8, 8-speed ZF auto, all the stuff.
All the things we talked about, Brian. Conditions have mysteriously changed all of a sudden between our previous, walk around.
So is your shirt.
So is my shirt, but it's a little wet. Let's see what it can do. Hit it. There's some shove.
Sounds weird though.
Okay. The turbo?
Nope.
Yeah.
No, they're
okay.
Yeah.
0 to 60, Brian, with me in the car. 7.76. That's really bad.
That's not right. Okay, look, we got to come clean.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, look, we made a mistake when we filmed the X6.
Yeah.
We're not in the X6 right now. We're in a Kia.
Although it's premium.
It is premium. We're in a Kia Telluride, which is excellent. Watch that review later. It was 0 to 60 in the X6. We missed this segment because we forgot to hit the record button on the camera. Sorry, guys, we're human.
Dang it.
But we remember it. It was just recently. Last week we had that car.
I know what the number was, though.
Tell us.
Because I've told a lot of people.
I know, me too.
Incredible.
Lay it out.
3.79.
Oh my gosh.
Unbelievable.
I'm sorry. I don't care what Hellcat you own. That is faster than that.
Wow.
I'm sorry. This is faster than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude. Unreal.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Look. Okay, Brian. This is why, they don't make it like they used to. Thank goodness. Right? You know what they used to? They used to not be that fast.
Yep.
Or get this thing. I got 25 miles a gallon in this thing.
With a twin turbo V8, 530 plus horsepower.
What does
Unreal.
that? This is why internal combustion engines
Yeah.
are unbelievable, and why I'm glad that BEVs are having a little bit of a moment right now.
Me too.
Because machines like this
battery electric vehicles
are where it's at.
Yeah, I agree. And look, the M60 that we were driving last week that we're talking about now, that is the best reason to me why EV isn't the only option.
Right.
Not that it isn't an option, but it's not the solution. Because you have an ICE engine like that performs so insanely well and also gets good miles per gallon. That's bananas to me.
Unreal. All right.
Great car.
Ride and drive. What do you think about the X6?
I don't love the big wheels, but it does handle pretty well. It's a very big, heavy thing. It is bigger and heavier than the sloped roof would make your optics think.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It kind of belies its size.
It does, yeah.
When you hustle it around, I wish I had maybe a little bit more feedback. It's a little numb.
It's a little numb, but the rear steer shrinks its wheelbase when you really get in the boogies. That's the biggest thing.
It does, and and at low speeds in parking lots, you just turn the steering wheel barely like this, and
it
like
becomes
a forklift almost.
It becomes a Mazda 2 all of a sudden. Like you're like, whoa!
I've turned into so many spots. Like, oh wow!
I've had to unwind it while I'm coming in. Yeah, same thing. Other than that, all the BMW goodness is there.
Seriously, and the ergonomics actually pretty good in here. This is a great place to be. Sightlines are good.
We forgot this too. CarPlay faulted almost the entire time for me.
Yeah,
that was kind of a problem.
CarPlay a little annoying.
Yeah.
Look, I wish BMW's ergo was slightly better.
Just a little.
Just a little.
Well, especially when we're in the future in this Kia, and it's better ergonomically than that.
Right, yeah, this non-BMW
is dialed. So. Anyways, all that covered.
With that, Brian, thanks for watching the X6 review. Thanks for enjoying it in the Telluride. Sorry for the confusion there, but bottom line is, here's what you need to know. It's quick.
It's super fast.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.